Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
I don't give a love a fuck about what them bitches gotta say. I'm a West nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't give a love a fuck about what them niggas gotta say. I'm a West nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't care about what they say. Hey. Fuck with my Akim, fuck with my sisters, then I got a problem, I'm never gonna miss you. I got 100 hanging out the AR, I got a 50 hanging out the pistol. He say it's I'm just being realistic. I be on them corner posted with the realest. If it's the Sabbath, then we going fishing. I'm really no man, that's a God-given mission. I'm really on 10, bitch, I'm stamped in the pistol. I get the order, be glad of this mission. Hebrew Academy graduate, nigga. Training, go through the baddest conditions. I'm up with none but the baddest of bitches. She righteous submissive, she gotta be with me. Everything booting like that, man. Niggas, she know I'm a prophet, she gotta be listening. Disrespect, I ain't having that shit. Tell her go make some business from scratch. She bitching a different breed of black man. We don't do the back bend. I remember back when I was really trapping, trying to get the racks in, selling dope to black men. But now I'm trying to make it straight. Like, never get up out my face. We standing up straight, can't hold us. Too heavy, the world won't hold us. Go get you some rank, I told you. Line up in these ranks, we sold you. You can take that to the bank, we focus on. How many times must we remind you? One body, one way, some break off, but never take off as a place. When the law with you ain't no up next, it's just us, nigga, that's that on that. All that weak shit, that ain't no threat. Say you won't beat, bitch, with that ain't no sweat. We with all that. The Lord called a nigga out the world. I responded and called back. Oh Lord. And everything that they stole from us, fuck that shit, we want all that. Them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come under Commanding General Yahana, we unaffiliated with them. Like they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. That's why we unaffiliated with them. I cannot fuck around with fake niggas. We taking ground when we in your city. You better have the women, have the liquor. Keep that bitch on me, please don't but the same. Don't be a fool and be another victim. Say you a goon, you just another Christian. How you my brother, you ain't in here with me. We in the gutter, deep down in the trenches. We with them niggas locked up in the prison. Fucking Hispanic, Native American, Indian. We ain't just talking shit, but we living in it. We be everywhere, you can't miss it. And we be precious hell, take a picture. And we professional with the scriptures. Play, we gon' scratch them, yeah, we some killers. These niggas tripping, they mind blown. Swear business, forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't get it pause when niggas say that they be looking for niggas to slide on. The slide that I know about is when I assemble the gun with the slide on. Real, I get the order, you know that they see me and my niggas gon' die for kill. The bigger the better for kingdom of heaven. You niggas get wet up by niggas, I'm fed up by reputation. My niggas won't let up, got choppers, got nines, AKs, Berettas. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with what me and my nigga like, bitch, or whatever. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with what me and my nigga like. My nigga like, them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come under Commanding General Yahana, we unaffiliated with them. Like they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Yeah. See, they always ask us like, why y'all fuck with such and such? Why Why y'all won't come together with such and such? I be like, we unaffiliated with them. You understand me? Like, niggas be out here on some weirdo shit. And to be honest, that's why we unaffiliated with them. Hey, 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 that's why we unaffiliated with them. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Cold shit. I ain't come with goons, but I'm well connected. Walk in the room, it's pop, 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 like you got rejected. Let me see if you qualify or not. Spinning up in a tenant truck, riding around your block. Busy man. I get a word, he ain't this shit from top to bottom like a motherfucking ceiling fan. Hopping out the rental van, on my way to LAX. Brothers out in Cali and they killers out in every set. But I ain't crippin' on no blood. One West, all my niggas got it out the mud. Put your face on a t-shirt, memory of niggas acting tough in them songs, that's with the drugs. I don't need no cases, on my pistols clean. So now I wear my options, used to use the triple beam. Used to get the wop, mix it with the nicotine. Now I travel state to state and put on for my team.
The fuck wrong with them? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get them. I see niggas and they feelings all feel them. Keep the Glockin' with me, it was like a ball with me. At the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody. Cut the grass for the snake, fuck the gossip. Front line with them soldiers, that's my posture. Gun drawn, trying to cause an imposter. Shit get out the pocket, go to war with everybody, yeah. Shit that hate, make it to the featherweight. Niggas claim they hard, but they sweeter than a Debbie cake. Hold on, think it's time to introduce. I'm a man and a beast and a step and a root. Hold on, and a G and a soldier and a mover. Hold on, and a killer and a prophet and a shooter, nigga. Trying to stay humble, my shit crazy. Cold leader, need the blue stripes, no brick baby. Can't be serious, you a funny boy, young fly. Look wrong, must be a dummy, I ain't gun shy. Fuck that little bitch, she a hook. Nigga swear he the goat, bring him to the bush. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. Niggas in their feelings, I don't feel them. Kid the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. Yeah, at the end, gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? What's the problem? One West, go to war with everybody. I'm from Philly, and get hot, you catch a cold case. I'm one West, these brothers trying to set my soul straight. They done turned me to a prophet from a demon, and I'm locked in this shit, and I ain't leaving. Never. Ski mask transform to war mode like I'm Voltron. Stamp on my head and my chest from the most high. Put something tight around your neck like a bow tie. Got my niggas waiting charged up like they phone died. Red letter, drip clean, it looks so fly. Claim he riding, that's why I left his ass roadside. He gon' die. Skyscraper to a nosedive. 9mm plus P, fuck a 4-5. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. I see niggas and they feelings all feel them. Kick the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with me. At the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody. Seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down to ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. Tell me we don't live in hell. My brother doing 55 in that cell. Nigga claiming he your round here spit shell. Same nigga you put on to hit the stand and tell. How the fuck you turn your back on a nigga that love you? Treat your kids like my kids, treat you like a brother. I told my dog, let's leave the streets to serve the most high. He said, fuck that shit, he trying to sell another pot. His daddy killed him, put him in the trunk, set him on fire. His wife was pregnant, he ain't never get to see his child. Had me thinking to myself, what happened if I die? Look my babies in the eyes, I gotta stay alive. I put my ego on the shelf and my pride to the side. I'm with some niggas who gon' step and got God on their side. Got in the ISUPK, they keep asking me why. As I do the work of the Lord, I gotta stay alive. Face the east, pray alive. I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down to ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
You ever pump a pack with a snake by your side? Yes, I did. A man reach out to God before he died. Yes, I did. I know the Lord forgive us for these sins, but I'm starting to think the kingdom of heaven is for these kids. I told my daughter, there's one man in your bed, I won't stand for less. For my son, I hit your head on that fragile legs. I lost some niggas to that dope, I lost niggas to the feds. Remember John tried to stick me for that cheese on that bread, yeah, I was thugging with Lucky, that nigga left me for dead. Endured to the end, cause I listened to what was said. Mother told me she loved me when she was sick up in the bed. I was running them streets, but the truth made me a man. Shit, I don't really speak, cause she'll never understand. That's why I ain't even tell her about these voices in my head. I'm still trying to manage my anger like Uncle Craig.
I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. Killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down to ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
It's that time again. The ISUPK, under commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th annual Passover. That's right. Lord's 57th annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person, ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
For war, and war like a barrel. Prefer our leaders can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Like it might have been.
No, it was on mute. I hope it was on mute. Oh well. All right, Shalom Israel. This is the ISUPK, started at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. This is Thursday night scripture breakdown class. And before I start, do we got any questions in the room? No questions in the chat. If you have any questions in the chat, feel free to put them in there, and I answer all of them. All right. It's Christmas, y'all. You know, it's the white man's best economic day, the one that fuels all of the economies in the world. You know what I'm saying? Most of them, not all of them, because they don't fuel the economy in the Arab religions. And that's not even true, because they make money off of Christmas, off the investments. So yeah, it fuels the economy of every economy in the world, every country in the world, every nation of people. Everybody's value, the value of everybody's currency shoots through the roof, crazy, because of Christmas. If you ever look on Forex or the high frequency exchange, HFX, and you go change currencies, you'll see that the American dollar, though, specifically drops drastically because everybody else produces more products, more resources than we do. We make cars, but they make everything else. So the quality of their material, the price for their material, and the quality of their stuff makes their dollar more valuable than ours on the market, which is crazy. But that's the Lord's judgment to this place, you know. All right, so let's go to the first article, the first article, right? Statista.com. All right, so we're gonna get into some of the things that happen during holidays. What do y'all think happens the most during the holiday seasons?
But like if I could, I know around this time, like especially like the very week where they say, oh, it's gonna be Christmas, they start like everybody like spending the hood, they start plotting, like they like, man, I ain't getting nobody nothing, my girl, my kid, so they instantly go to robbing and taking and plotting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They start getting their kids something on somebody else's kids.
Right. So you're talking about the increase in crime.
Um,
That's a good answer. What about you, what?
Attention, a lot of, I would say, disappointment. You know,
Mhm.
a lot of people get disappointed, and just a lot of fake love,
No, that's true.
fake love.
Good.
I also envy, the spirit of envy shoot through the roof, like you can just sense it off of people.
Yes,
Like,
it
you
does.
just sense the hate coming up off of them, like for some reason.
Hold on, if I could. Is anybody? Oh, it's me. Do y'all have a device connected to the Wi-Fi?
I'm just live right now.
Yeah. Make sure you disconnect it from the Wi-Fi. Got a little blur going on from what I'm seeing. Once we all disconnected, it should fix itself. But yeah, so all of y'all answers is good answers for sure. And a lot of crazy things do happen during these seasons, these times. But the one thing that happens that most people would not expect to be the answer is driving related fatalities. Increased 30%. We're gonna read about it whenever you're ready, brother. We're gonna read a whole lot of that article just to get the gist.
No.
Good.
The American holidays most dangerous day, so like most dangerous for drivers at Statista.com.
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving and Independence Day are the most dangerous holidays for drivers in the United States.
Slovakia. Thanksgiving and Independence Day are the most dangerous holidays for drivers in the United States, meaning that during these specific two holidays, the number of driving related incidents and fatalities shoots through the roof. Why do you think that is? Mm-hmm.
People in a rush to get to where they like events, like I know most of the time, like people that got two families, they'll go to one family and go to the other, so they just all in a rush.
Mm-hmm.
And I think just like a distraction. Like they're most a distraction.
That's a good answer. You got an answer.
Like if I could, based on the reports from my slave career, it's around that time in between Thanksgiving and January 15th. So that'd be like in the time frame, Thanksgiving and Independence Day. It'd be like a high increase, and it's always one or the other, no in between. It's always DUI, road rage.
That's what it is, the DUIs. People are so filled with alcohol during especially during the celebration times, you know what I'm saying, for holidays. But we don't care about the heathen. We care about our people. The problem is that our people are so oppressed and so depressed during especially these type of times that we turn to drinking. We lean more into our vices. We turn to alcoholism, drug abuse, substance abuse. You know what I'm saying? All type of domestic violence at home. All these things happen during these times of year because money get tight, and expectations get high. So people expecting you to do more than what you financially capable of doing. So to escape that pressure, you drink a little bit more, and then you get behind the wheel of the car to try to go and succeed, make something happen, and then people die. Right? You can read some more of that.
Due to fatigue, impaired, distracted, or careless driving, traffic fatalities spike during holiday breaks every year.
Mhm.
Many of the deaths happening on America's roads are preventable.
Why are they preventable? How could they be preventable?
So like it would be preventable if everybody just simply stop celebrating holidays because in a sense now you're setting high expectations for yourselves. High expectations you can't reach and they're gonna cause you to stress.
Mhm.
And then you also got that sense of envy. They done you out mind your business, they shop for their family. And you be like, well now I gotta do better than what they doing or what my family ain't gonna be enough when they see what they teach you.
Mhm.
So it's gonna turn to that compound.
That's exactly what it is. That could be the solution right there. All of the problems that we deal with that force us to want to go the extra mile for our children, for our loved ones, to go buy those gifts and drink as much as we need to be able to float ourselves through the stress. All could be avoided if we just stop worrying about celebrating American holidays. If we did what the Lord told us to do, none of these things would happen. The Lord don't got not one single holiday where He forces us to give gifts to one another. The Scripture tells us to give alms. You can do what you can for your brother and your sister, but if you don't have it, it's not supposed to be held against you. But in American society, you a horrible father if you don't provide your children Christmas gifts, birthday gifts. If you ain't spending time with them on New Year's because you got a slave. You know what I'm saying? Go to the third Slakia. Is it the third paragraph? Go to the second paragraph, Slakia. Yeah, right there, the second paragraph. We ain't gonna go too much into this article.
Okay.
I just want the top of it.
Okay. The organization analyzed data from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration to find that 493 people died in traffic each Thanksgiving between 1995 and 2022.
So Slakia. So between 1995 to 2022, on average, damn near 500 people die every Thanksgiving. You say Thanksgiving? Yeah, every Thanksgiving. We in such a rush to get the turkey, so much road rage, and the main cause of the deaths is alcohol-related stress or drug abuse, substance abuse. How many times you have been in the world and you was over your family's house on Thanksgiving, y'all about to go take the walk? You know what I'm saying? What y'all gonna do on that walk? Y'all finna go get some weed. Y'all finna hit that blunt, do some shrooms, whatever y'all finna do, get high. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all go back and eat. Y'all might go to the store for real though, and you might not make it back from the store. But that's what happens when we choose that we gonna indulge in these heathen customs, these heathen holidays. You know what I'm saying? We put that before our common sense, which tells us to sit down. We know that traffic is bad out there. We know that people other than us are on the road. So if we under the influence, we don't need to be out there because they're under the influence and they're not thinking like we thinking. But in the world, we wasn't thinking that way though. You know what I'm saying? Drop that. Let's go to the next article, the one from Science Media Center. So now we don't got over the driving related unalivings, the driving related fatalities, right? There's worse fatalities that happen during the holidays. Do y'all know which ones?
Suicide.
Give them hands. Suicides. It's suicide related homicide, not homicides, but deaths. People that can't cope with the stresses of life, being unable to afford everything. And this article gonna go through it. We're gonna actually go through the black title points. We're gonna read them, you know what I'm saying? But you'll see in this article, it tells you straight up why people commit suicide and how it's so bad how bad it is. Go ahead, read it.
Okay. Mondays and New Year's Day have a higher risk of suicide, says international study
Mhm.
from sciencemediacenter.com.
You can scroll down a little bit.
Okay.
Keep going. Go all the way down. And hold it. Wait, go back up. That second paragraph. Right there, where it says suicidal thoughts. Yeah.
Okay. Suicidal thoughts and behavior and morality from suicide particularly affect those suffering from certain mental disorders such as depression, psychosis, or addictions.
Who's suffering from those three things the most in America?
Like blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Exactly. We the ones who suffering from all those things. We the most oppressed thing in the earth. So naturally, when it comes time to these high value holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, where we have that high expectations put on us, the stress levels is higher. But we are already depressed from our oppression. So you couple that with the fact that now I got a chance to get high to get away so I can finally make my family happy, but I might fail. I'm gonna smoke a little weed. I'm gonna drink a little bit more so I can just make it through the day, make it through the month, make it through the next couple of months so that when that day come, my family will be happy. And then you fail. Now you die. We commit suicide at a high rate, a much higher rate, because of our depression. They call it psychosis, but it ain't really psychosis. It's the real. They call us crazy. The scriptures say oppression make a wise man mad. They call us mad, meaning insane, because we speak up about how we oppressed. What else are we supposed to do? We turn to our vices, which is what it says, addictions. Now we switch to the thing that makes the pain a little bit easier to bear, but it don't ever take the pain away. But that all comes from us choosing to celebrate our oppressors' holiday. Keep reading.
Oh, God. So, an effective suicide prevention policy must include improving the detection and treatment of mental health problems that pose a greater risk of suicide.
Mm-hmm.
We also know that suicidal behavior does not depend exclusively on individual characteristics that can be modified with clinical interventions.
So they acknowledging now that they know it's not all mental that's causing us to commit these suicides on these holidays. They know it's something else. They gave you the reasons that caused it, but they didn't connect that to us. Because if you look at it a broad brush, white people commit suicide like crazy just on the rip anyway. But when you look at on holidays specifically, it's a lot of black related suicides that they spike during these times of year because of our oppression. And they admitted right there that it's not mental. There's something that's causing us to be that way. It's our choosing to follow them. It's setting a bar that's impossible to meet. And so we fail our children, and then we fail in life. And because of all that, we unalive ourselves. Keep going.
But are also associated with environmental and social detriments that require a public health approach that goes beyond a purely healthcare response.
Mm-hmm.
Suicide morality is known to be higher at certain times of the year and may be unevenly distributed across the days of the week.
Mm-hmm.
The heterogeneous distribution of suicide deaths could be due to factors such as changes in atmospheric temperature or the length of day and night, which affect our biology and may modify the expression of some diseases.
You can stop right there. They can say that, but that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It ain't got nothing to do with the day and the night cycle. It's flat out about the way we oppressed. It's about our state in this place, trying to meet an impossible goal and then failing to meet it. That's why we unalive ourselves. Go to the next article. It's the doorarmor.com. So now the question again is going to ask, why does crime raise during these holidays? We already read the answer in part of that article, but I'm going to give you all another better article that substantiates that. It's going to give you more detail. I think that's the one that got the black titles on the bottom. You scroll down. And you got all kind of pop-ups. You scroll down. There you go. Read them black ones.
Oh.
So these will be reasons why. These will be reasons why suicides spike during holidays.
Economic strain and depression from DoorArmor.com. The financial pressure that many families face during the holidays can lead to desperate measures. According to the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI,
Mm-hmm.
property crimes, including theft and burglary, increased by 22% during the festive season. Some individuals commit theft and fraud to meet their family's financial needs.
You see, again, we the most oppressed, downtrodden people in this place. So now, naturally, we would look to turn to ways to meet the bar. The best way to do it would be to take from other people. That's the easiest way to do it. Keep going.
Come on. Intoxication and excessive alcohol intake. The holiday parties and celebrations often involve alcohol consumption.
So now we get into the part that we was talking about earlier from the previous article about how we lead in driving related fatalities. This is the proof of it right here. We get drunk and we increase in alcohol intake and also other intoxication, meaning drugs, weed, everything. You know what I'm saying? Anything to soothe the pain of having to meet a standard during this time of year. Keep going.
The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration reports a significant uptick in alcohol-related incidents during the holiday period.
Mm-hmm.
Impaired judgment due to alcohol consumption can escalate conflicts, leading to an increase in domestic disputes and public disturbances.
Now it said, read that last part again.
Come on. Impaired judgment due to alcohol consumption can escalate conflict.
It escalates conflicts. Like what?
Leading to an increase in domestic disputes.
Now, when you go to your family house, domestic violence ain't just you and your spouse. It's also you and people in your family, people in your family in your house. So if you at your grandma's house on Christmas and y'all eating the Christmas dinner, and then Uncle Leroy come over and that nigga drunk as hell, and now he ready to fight, but you already been drinking and you not having that at your grandma's house this year. So now y'all fighting, and one of y'all got to go to jail. If not, both of y'all going to jail. All that could be avoided if we wasn't celebrating holidays, but because we choose to celebrate the holidays to meet the goal, we get messed up, and then our thoughts become impaired, our judgment become impaired. We just start doing stuff. Now we out here hurting one another. Keep going.
Okay. Opportunistic and public disturbances.
Mm-hmm.
Opportunistic theft and shoplifting.
Now we get into a solution to not being able to afford this crazy lifestyle that they want us to live. Keep going.
Holiday shopping frenzy creates bustling environments, the right target for opportunistic thieves.
It says that this is the time when we start really committing crime, hitting licks. You notice, I don't know if y'all know, but vehicles get broken into a lot during Christmas time. You know what I'm saying? And the reason it happens, so you feel me? Like, the reason why it happens so much, though, it's not so much just the YNs that's doing it, man. It's old fathers, old mothers who got their children and no money. They're trying to find a way to make to provide Christmas, make Christmas happen for their babies, make Christmas happen for their significant others. Go ahead.
I think a lot of that comes from the greed that they got from getting presents every year. Like, you think about it, it was a time like whenever we were in the world, we were younger, it was like, Santa Claus is real. And then you got older, you were like, Santa Claus ain't real. So it's just kind of just like, it was so many stages that you went through with that. Then it went from getting all these presents to you get older, you just get a little money, you get drawers, you get socks. And then it goes from that to, you in the world. Now you got to provide and do all this for your family. And it's like, it's so much pressure.
Exactly.
Just from teacher greed,
Exactly. And that's what we've learned from our oppressor. It don't matter about how good you've been through the whole year. It's Christmas. Now everything else don't matter. Niggas commit suicide because we can't provide Christmas for their babies. We can't provide Christmas for our rib. She go have sex with another man because he done bought her roses. You didn't even buy her flowers for Christmas. And now he done got the butt. Now he done got the box. You know what I'm saying? And now she done committed adultery on you. You gonna leave her? The Christian church gonna tell you not to. Forgive her, brother. So she got Christmas rod, and she get to keep you to pay them bills. Cause you good all the rest of the year. You just down right now on Christmas time. The rest of the year, you straight. You financially straight, man. You pay all the bills and the baby's getting taken care of. She getting taken care of. But because you didn't buy her flowers for Christmas, because you had the slave, she wanted to go get some rods. So she let Leroy buy her some flowers so she can get some rods. You know? But that's what our people do to one another. Go to the next, or scroll down a little bit. What does it say? It say empty homes? What is it? Oh, really social pressures. There you go. Social pressures.
Okay. Social pressures. During the holiday, people face societal pressure to give gifts and host elaborate parties.
Ain't that what we were just talking about? I didn't even know this was on the article. Keep going.
This causes financial strain and pushes people to commit crimes during the holiday.
See?
Such crimes include identity theft and credit card scams.
You see? We all trying to find a way to meet the goal, even though the goal is impossible. It's made to be that way because it's made for you to be at the bottom. Again, remember, we are made to fuel this economy. We're not made to fit in it, though. You know, we go work hard and we make them all type of money to build their businesses, build their societies, and then we get the Christmas bonus. You are expected to use that Christmas bonus to take care of your family, to feed them, and to buy them Christmas gifts when they tell you that we slowing down, stay home for X amount of days. You know what I'm saying? So now you don't got no guaranteed money coming in, but you got that bonus. But you got to use that bonus to pay next month's bills, whatever you're missing out on this month's bills, and you got to buy Christmas gifts, and you got to buy stuff to throw the Christmas party. You know what I'm saying? Drop that. Go to the first video I sent you. Right now, we're going to get into some of that violence that happens during the holidays. All of these videos are from the past month, within the past month. But it's all kind of violent, heinous things that have happened because of Christmas, right? And so it's not funny. It's not funny at all. It's terrible. But it's just that could be you. What we're about to watch on these videos could be you if you was in the world. No, it's too up. Yeah, just I don't know why it's still choppy. I don't know. But go ahead, play it. Yeah, this could be you though, if you in the world buying Christmas gifts.
With multiple. What has been a violent holiday week in New York City with multiple reports of violent crimes coming into our news.
Just early hours of this morning, a woman was stabbed several times in the leg. This happened on Pitt Street on the Lower East Side. She's in the hospital.
She was stabbed several times in the leg. Why do you think she was stabbed several times in the leg? This is a woman in New York during the Christmas season. What do you think she could have possibly been doing? Go ahead.
She was stealing.
Either that or she was Christmas shopping. The spirit of Christmas got on that other person. She had the spirit of Christmas that told her, I need to go get these Christmas gifts today. That other person said, bitch, get out of my way. I need that for my kid. So she stabbed her. Keep going.
Her attacker on the run. Police now searching for him, and it's not clear if she knew him.
In Midtown last night, someone attacked a 68-year-old woman. She was elbowed in the back and pushed into the facade of a building.
Elbowed in the back.
The attacker there fled.
And yesterday, a man was slashed in the stomach in Flatbush. The victim refused medical attention, and the suspect is still on the loose.
All kind of heinous, violent stuff just happening all in one day in 3 different cities because of Christmas, because of the holiday spirit. The holiday spirit is a spirit of violence, man. It's a spirit of suffering. The holiday spirit is a demon. That's what it is. It wants you to suffer. It wants you to be oppressed. It wants you to be depressed. It wants you to commit suicide. But if you won't commit suicide, it's going to find a vessel to kill you with, as we just seen in this video, that video. They're trying to find vessels to unalive you with. Play the next video.
Oh,
We're going to get through these videos and go to the scriptures, y'all. So like we got 1, 2, 3 more videos. Now, y'all know Macy's got the biggest parades ever, every holiday. This was, when was this posted?
there's
Oh, so this one isn't recent, Slovakia. This is an older one. But still play it, though, because Macy's still has the largest everything every holiday.
person shot inside of Macy's after reports at State and Washington. We have a person shot.
Chicago police surrounding Macy's Saturday night after police say a 19-year-old woman walking down the street was shot in the leg. Macy's employees telling Fox 32 off camera the victim was.
Why is everybody getting attacked in the leg? You know what Starlito say? My New Year's resolution: no more leg shots. This was before they had the New Year's resolution. Niggas still taking your legs out. Keep going. It's like, go ahead.
Like, so I ain't gonna keep this.
She ain't gonna walk no more. You be lucky to
Pleading
walk
profusely near a makeup counter, pleading for someone to call her boyfriend, as at least 100 teens stormed the State Street store trying to avoid gunshots right outside.
1261 says there were about 6 male black teens that got on the train going towards O'Hare. They ran to the Washington Blue Line stop over there.
The shooting follows 2 teen friends downtown Friday and Saturday. This video by Chi-Town crime chasers showing hundreds of teens running in the loop. According to witnesses, multiple fights among young people.
Now, see, at first, it says 6 black teens. Now they show the video, and you got some white kids running with them. Now it's hundreds of teens. Because the goal is to vilify you, especially during these holiday times. Why? Because now we can put you in jail and get $25 per bed, we feel. Even if you ain't in the bed, even if you're on the floor, they still get $25 a day for you. But how we get you in there? We got to make you criminals. So we got to lie, boast about, or raise up these numbers, saying that you're the vast majority of the people committing these crimes. In reality, this ain't nothing but crazy white kids that was just looking for the first person to do something. Then they can get off the chair, get off the porch, and go out and have their fun. Break in the stores, kick in doors, shoot people in the leg, stab people in the leg, elbow people in the back. This is all what's happening, right? Keep going.
Erupted.
Good to shop, good to spend money and be with family.
Throughout the day, police increased patrols on State Street as tens of thousands began their holiday shopping. The shooting certainly top of mind for people we spoke to.
It's really sad what is going on in the downtown city of Chicago, because this is a beautiful city.
You heard there was a woman that was shot outside Macy's. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's one of those things that sticks out. We want to be safe this holiday season, and I think we should be careful out there.
Mari here, who's 6 months pregnant, baffled by the chaos.
From there, you can go to the next video. But you see, it's all about making sure that these heathens get to talk about how they not getting they shops getting shut down, or they shops not getting shopped in because of all the stuff that's going on. But mind you, they said it was 6 black teens, but then they proceeded to show a bunch of white kids running down the street. Now it's hundreds of teens. But the goal is to vilify you. They didn't say hundreds of black teens. They didn't have to. They already told you 6 black teens. Now you're looking for black kids to be running. You ain't looking for black and white kids to be running. You ain't looking for the percentage of which kid it is. How you know that them black kids ain't suffering oppression, and they figure, well, now's the time I can get something out these stores, sell it, make some money, so I take care of home. You don't know. But can we blame them for feeling that way in the places they're oppressed? No. It's like a slave stealing bread. He ain't got nothing to eat. Now he knows the street's gonna be busy. I might can steal me a piece of bread from this bastard fucking, excuse my language, this bastard vendor, you know, and get away with it. But Habibi gonna catch me, and he gonna try to unalive me because he's trying to make money. That's it. Go to the next video. So, like, y'all got any questions or comments before we continue? Go ahead.
It was crazy because, like, this around the worst time to actually be trying to get you a girlfriend or something, because she probably in the middle of having survival sex right now.
Survival sex, man. Right, because she probably got told to sit at home, and we gonna start back up work on after the new year. But her bills is behind, and she gotta make up them next bills, and her babies need Christmas, so she had to go live up under Charles. And Charles wants some sugar this time. You know what I'm saying? She said, "You smell like being gay. What's going on?" That's like it. Go ahead. I don't remember what this video was.
We want to get back to that breaking news out of Converse this morning. Police are investigating a stabbing of Dave Ben. Ken Slimes Bonnie is live now from the scene in Bonnia. I understand this started as some sort of dispute between people.
So it really started as this dispute and fight between a boyfriend and a girlfriend that led to the man taking one of their kids.
It was a dispute between a boyfriend and a girlfriend. Now, we read earlier about the domestic. right? A spike in domestic violence because of alcohol. But it ain't just because of the alcohol. The reason why the alcohol is involved is because of the oppression, right?
Oh.
But this don't exclude white people. We're not gonna give them a pass because they just do this on the regular just because. Keep playing it.
And leaving the situation, when he came back, he was confronted by both of the woman's brothers, and they ended up in a fight. Then we're told by police that the man produced a knife and ended up stabbing two people in the chest area. They were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Now, police were called to the scene around 4:30 this morning. Now, we are told that those two people, again, are said to be doing okay. Now, the suspect is still here on scene. Just within the last couple of minutes, an ambulance and a fire truck pulled up. Understanding here is that he's going to be treated here on scene. Now, police at this point are investigating to see what charges, if any, are filed. They do tell me that around this time during the holidays, they see an increase of domestic disputes.
You see?
We'll keep you updated as we
It's always an increase in domestic abuse, domestic disputes during the holiday seasons, right? I'm gonna give you a parallel to that situation, right? My cousin, I think it's been a while now. Shoot, I've been in school too for about 4 years, so it's been at least 10 years. My cousin Rob, back in Detroit, he wanted to go see his kids, but he didn't live at home with the baby mama no more. They got into a dispute. He left New Year's Day. He wanted to go see them, watch the ball drop with them, right? And he goes over there. He calls her. She don't answer the phone, so he just goes over there. He knocks on the door. She opens the door. They get to arguing. She slammed the door in his face. Excuse me. He kicked the door open. Her boyfriend was there, and he said he had no problem. He just wanted to see his kids. She pulled a gun on him. He beat her up, beat him up, took the gun from her, and shot both of them in the head. And then walked out with the babies, man. Traumatized my little cousins, man. His daughter and son traumatized the hell out of them, man. And they had to walk by and see their mother unalive with her brains blowed out on the floor. She ain't coming back. They ain't never gonna get no real counsel for that because they're not the truth. So they're gonna be just kids just lost to the system until somebody pick them up and mistreat them and abuse them. That's how that goes. You know what I'm saying? That's a parallel to what this happened. But all that happened, why? Because he wanted to celebrate New Year with his babies. What happened if he didn't celebrate New Year's? Because he was cool with her having a boyfriend, living in that house with that boyfriend that he paid for. You know what I'm saying? He was cool. He had no problems. This is what the arrangement was. This is what it is. But he got drunk and wanted to see his babies so he could celebrate the New Year with his babies. If he didn't celebrate America's New Year, though, let's say he celebrated the Passover, right? Not an argument would be, well, can I take my babies to Passover with me? He most likely wouldn't have unalived her. But because alcohol was related and it was late at night and he really wanted to see his babies, that's what happened, you know? And it happens a lot, way more than what we think. Go to the next video. I think we're almost done.
Just the last one.
The Daily Mail. It's all type of chaos during this time of year, man. And no matter how good you try to be, how much you try to like make the peace, because there are people in families that try to hold peace, keep the peace so everything don't erupt like this, but it never stops. It never works. There is no stopping it because the Spirit of the Lord ain't with none of this crap. I think somebody gets stabbed on this one too. Y'all notice that every video somebody got stabbed.
Sparing their life.
Matter of fact, this in the UK, they definitely got stabbed. That's how it goes, man.
I'm wanting an actor.
It's a lot.
Go ahead.
It's crazy though. 'Cause around this time of year, everybody. I know it's a thing that they try to put in. Be like, you could be your worst self at the end of the year, as long as you promise that you'll be a better you come New Year.
You know what that is?
Crazy.
Y'all know what that is? It blow my mind if you know it. The belief that you can go your whole year being an effed up individual, but at the end of the year, you can change. What is that? There's a term. I might not know the name for it, but I'm gonna give you a scenario, right? Oh, good.
It's just similar to how Christians believe you can be wicked all your life on your deathbed.
You know what it's called? It's called deathbed salvation. You can be wicked, evil your whole life, but then when it's time to die, when you start, you feel your meter draining a little bit. you start thinking like, damn, I need to get right with God. So now you start praying, and even though you was a racist, even though you kicked that old lady down the flight of stairs when you was young, God is gonna magically forgive me randomly now. I believe in you, Christ. And I believe you're God. So now I get to go to heaven when I die. It don't work that way. That's the same thing what you describing, though. We wicked all year. And then when it comes time to New Year, as long as we right by New Year, we're good. Go ahead, play that. Y'all see this video? Tell me what y'all think. Tell me what y'all see. What y'all notice? There's one key thing. There ain't a single black person out there. You feel me? That's why I wanted to show this, to show that it ain't just black people that are talking about in these articles. It's also white people, but they just do it on a whim. You saw that person push that thing to get the other person for literally no reason. What's this video?
This is started playing after.
But yeah, you seen that white person push that gate in front of into all the people for literally no reason. He ain't had nothing to do with nothing. He saw people coming out, he just pushed the gate, started running. So now everybody running, they catch him and start beating on. That's what white people do. But for us, we follow after that because of our oppression. We follow after that because it looks like the right answer. When you spend so much time under an oppressive beast, you start to pick up on his character, his traits, and you deal with that stress the way you imagine he would. And we saw what they do. They get freaking, when their phone died, they were ready to start riots like that, you know? But we're going to get into these scriptures, though, and show you what the Lord said to do, how to be during these times. Now, before I continue, do we got any questions? Everybody too wild? All right, let's go to Amos 5:21 first. I just want to show all that anecdotal proof. So when people try to say that black people get wild during Christmas and during holidays and violence in the black community and all community strike because of black people, you can say, well, the reason why it happens is because of the oppression we face by you people, because we follow after you people. We do what you people do.
Come on, right?
Go ahead.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
I despise your feast days.
The Most High God said he hates and despises our feast days, meaning the ones that we celebrate. When we go and make all these idols of these different gods and religions and we follow after that instead of serving the Most High, he said he hates that. Keep going.
And I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
He will not smell in our solemn assemblies. Keep going.
Verse 22. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings.
Now that's your Thanksgiving and your Christmas dinner right there. Offer him burnt offerings and meat offerings, right? The same way they're saying burnt offerings and meat offerings here is literally describing cooking. The same way it described it in the book of Leviticus, when we was told to give how the Levite priests were supposed to handle the sacrifices. We weren't just burning the meat, killing it, and just leaving it out to dry and to just be outside. They was eating it. You know what I'm saying? It was a burnt offering made of a sweet savor for the Lord. It was burnt because it was cooked so that the Levites can have something to eat. The priests can have something to eat. They ain't got time to be cooking. And you're going to bring them your sacrifice to eat. Now, that was glorious before the Lord. Of course, he rather obedience than sacrifice. But at that, during the time of Moses, we had the sacrifices to cover for our lack of obedience before Christ. And so the Levites needed that. It was a glorious thing. But that's not the same thing as what we do Christmas night, Thanksgiving dinner. It's not the same New Year's dinner. It ain't the same. The Lord ain't having that. Keep going.
I will not accept them.
He will not accept them. And that's why bad things happen to us, specifically blacks and Hispanics, following after the heathen and enjoying their holidays. He won't accept our peace offerings, if that's what you want to call them. He don't accept them. So the bad things have to happen. Keep going.
Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts.
You see, he ain't regarding none of it. Keep going.
Verse 23. Take down away from me the noise of thy songs.
He said he don't want to hear your Christmas songs, your Thanksgiving jingles. He don't want to hear none of it. Keep going.
For I will not hear the melody
of thy Bible.
He's not listening to Mariah Carey's Christmas songs on the radio every year. All right, from Thanksgiving to New Year's. He's not listening to it. Keep going.
Verse 24. But let judgment run down as water.
This is what the Lord has for you when you present him with celebrating holidays, when you make excuses for your children, saying we do it for the kids. This is what the Lord give you. He said judgment is coming
as a mighty stream.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 25. Have ye offered unto me sacrifices and offers in the wilderness 40 years, O house of Israel?
That's a question. He's asking, do you not remember that you offer me sacrifices and offerings in the wilderness? Keep going.
Verse 26. But ye have borne the tabernacle of your Moloch and Chiun, your images, the star of your God, which ye made to yourselves.
We made gods of all the heathen, even though we made sacrifices to the Most High. Made the covenant is what he's talking about. Us choosing that we're going to serve him and making the promise that we're going to serve him no matter what. And we put other gods before him because he didn't move when we wanted him to move. It was Christmas time and things got hard in our oppression, our captivity. And instead of waiting on the Lord, we said we got to figure out something to do. So we join ourselves to the heathen. As long as we make them happy, they're going to take care of us. And when you read in the book of, what is that? John chapter 14 and verse 34, 38, one of the two. You read into there in the book of John, though, about how we believe that the oppressor, we believe that if Christ was left to live and people believed on him, that the Romans would come and take our place. We had more faith in serving the Romans than serving the Most High. So this is really founded, this is where that mentality was founded at. Keep going.
Verse 27. Therefore will I cause you to go into captivity.
He said he's going to cause us to do what?
Go into captivity.
Keep going.
Beyond Damascus. Saith the Lord, whose name is the God of hosts.
He said he's going to put us in captivity well beyond Damascus. And look at us now. Because we want to serve other gods, following after these other holidays. All holidays are idol worship. For Christmas, you got Santa Claus. Thanksgiving, you got the turkey and the pilgrims. Easter, you got the bunny, which don't even make sense. You got for Valentine's Day, you got women's behinds. We make idols out of everything, but that's what we was taught by the oppressor. 4th of July. Y'all know what is the idol for 4th of July?
Like a black-eyed pea.
No, the American flag. That's the idol for 4th of July. And we join ourselves to that. My grandfather was served in the military. He was in the Marines forever, his whole damn life. And so if he calls me on 4th of July, the only conversation we're having is that I fought so that you can have a right to say that you don't care about this flag. He made that flag his God, though. He don't understand. He can't see past the fact that you didn't fight for this flag. I mean, you fought for this flag, but you didn't fight for this flag for me. Because I was going to be able to say F this flag, whether you fought for this flag or not. Your ancestors were saying that while they was in chains in 1776. So it ain't got nothing to do with you fighting for the flag. But to cope with oppression in this society, he made that flag his God. He made it an idol. Drop that, go to Exodus 32 and 1. We're going to jump through that chapter. But that's what we do. We make idols of everything. We like the least serious people when it comes to serving the Most High. When it comes to serving, really, I won't say that. I won't put that on us. I'm not going to charge us with that because no people in the earth really truly believe in what they say they do, except them breatharians. The niggas really don't. They don't be eating or drinking water. I don't know how they survive, but somehow they do it. Go ahead.
Like I said, you know, they be cheap, man.
They gotta be.
Man. They said they drink smoothies. Stop it. You drinking smoothies for?
Yeah, he's supposed to be a breatharian. He's supposed to live off oxygen of the universe, the dew of a blade of grass. Go ahead, brother.
I got Exodus 32.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
This is book of Exodus, chapter 32, verse 1. And when the people saw that Moses delayed to come down out of the mount, the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron and said unto him, Up, make us gods, which shall go before us.
This is what our people desired then, and we still desire it today. Like I said, we got impatient, and we don't wait on the Most High. We wanted him to serve us. We wanted him to bless us when we was ready for it, and not when it was time for us to have it. Brothers want babies. But if you think about it, if you really think about it, the vast majority of us that want babies so badly aren't in position to take care of them babies right now. But we want them because we're getting old, and it's going to come a point where it's going to be a little harder to have that baby, guaranteed. So we want that baby now. But instead of looking at the Lord protecting you from a bad situation that could potentially lead you to suicide, lead you to stresses of society, peer pressure to provide extra unnecessary crap for that baby that the Lord didn't say that that baby need to have, the Lord's protecting you from that by keeping you from being able to have that. It's just an example. Keep going.
For as for this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we wot not what is become of him.
We don't know what happened to Moses. That's what they're saying, is that we don't know what he's been up there doing this whole time. Jump down to verse 10.
Verse 10.
Oh, Salaki. Keep reading. Verse 2.
Verse 2. And Aaron said unto them, break off the golden earrings, which are in the ears of your wives, of your sons, and of your daughters, and bring them unto me.
Now, what he's about to do is literally what Christmas is. Keep going.
Verse 3. And all the people break off the golden earrings, which were in their ears, and brought them unto Aaron.
Now, you notice how during Christmas time, right, we get all of our money together, everything that we worked hard for, and we give it away to our idol, right? That's literally what they're about to do right here with Aaron. They worked hard to get that gold from Egypt in oppression, to get that gold. They have it. And they bring it to Moses, or bring it to Aaron, so he can melt it down into an idol for them to worship. Keep going.
Verse 4. And he received them at their hand, and fashioned it with graving tool, after he had made it a molten calf. And they said, these be thy gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt.
We gave the power, the glory, the strength shown to us by the Most High to gold bulls, little gold idols. Imagine a little gold bull the size of this lion right here. Because, you know, we walking through the desert. We ain't got like hundreds of pounds of gold. We just got a little bit. So that's what you got per family, something like this. Telling it that that's what brought you out of Egypt. Not Moses up there on that mountain. Not the Lord God, not the Lord God who got Moses up there on that mountain. And not Moses himself who literally walked you through the desert, through the water. No, this idol somehow did it. The same way we gave that credit to that idol then, we give that same credit to Santa Claus when we work our asses off to go and buy Christmas gifts for these babies. They don't appreciate it and they break stuff because it ain't what they wanted. You know what I'm saying? The same way that we go buy the Thanksgiving dinner, the same way we stop at all these Walmart and all these grocery stores and make them filthy rich, and now we ain't got light bill money. Now we ain't got rent money. The truck finna get repoed, car finna get repoed. We can't afford our payments now. Why? Because we went well above and beyond to appease our fake God, when the real God told us we wasn't supposed to do that. Keep going.
Verse 5. And when Aaron saw it, he built an altar before it, and Aaron made proclamation and said, Tomorrow is a feast to the Lord. Verse 6. And they rose up early on the morrow and offered burnt offerings and brought peace offerings. And the people sat down to eat and drink and rose up to play. Verse 7. And the Lord said unto Moses, Go get thee down, for thy people which thou broughtest out of the land of Egypt have corrupted themselves.
So the Lord sent Moses back down from off the top of the mountain. He said, these niggas out here partying. The same thing we do during Christmas, during holidays, Thanksgiving, New Year's. New Year's gonna be the craziest party in Nashville. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go out there and we're gonna party and have fun like the heathen, and we'll dance around idols and gods and do everything contrary to serving the Most High. So Moses seen, or that's like it, not Moses. The Most High seen it. He said, nigga, go down there and deal with them. They down there partying. Keep going.
Verse 8. They have turned aside quickly out of the way which I command them. They have made them a molten calf, and have worshipped it, and have sacrificed thereunto, and said, These be thy gods, O Israel, which have brought thee up out of the land of Egypt.
That molten calf at this time of year is Santa Claus. You didn't buy them Christmas gifts. The Lord didn't give you the strength to buy them Christmas gifts. Santa Claus bought them Christmas gifts. You taking the glory that the Lord gave you at your slavery, that big bonus you got that you wasn't supposed to spend buying Christmas gifts. You took that and then you gave that glory straight to a white man, a literal fat white man with a red suit who breaking and entering your house. Unless you in the bricks, how you get in your house? But we tell our children that Santa Claus did it. Don't worry about the magic and the mysticism. Just appease the children, right? No, that's the wrong way to think. Keep going.
Verse 9. And the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. Verse 10. Now therefore let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them, and that I may consume them, and then I will make of thee a great nation.
The Most High told Moses that nigga just get out my way. I'm about to kill all these niggas. And I'm gonna start over with you. We ain't gonna be the nation of Israel. We're gonna be the nation of Moses. You know what I'm saying? That was the plan the Most High had. Because the niggas didn't appreciate the Most High's glory, his grace. They gave the glory that the Most High gave us. The work that he did to free us from captivity to a fat white dude in a suit, proverbially speaking. That's what our people do. That's what our people down there in the bike club. That's what they doing right now. Celebrating their Christmas party. They giving their glory to God. They done survived motorcycle wrecks, potential deaths on them things. They giving all that glory to a fat white man in a suit. Jump down to verse 13. You being in here in the truth, this is you. Go ahead.
Verse 13. Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, thy servants to whom thou swearest by thine own self, and saidest unto them, I will multiply your seeds as the stars of heaven, and this land that I have spoken of will I give unto your seed, and they shall inherit it forever.
Moses was pleading to the Most High to remember that he made a covenant with Abraham. Regardless of what Abraham's children did, he made a promise to Abraham. Now, the truth be told, he still could have upheld that promise to Abraham through the seed of Moses. It just would have took a little longer and he would have had to start over. But he could have done it. He didn't have to go through the whole nation of Israel. But because Aaron decided that, or it's like not Aaron, but because Moses decided he was going to speak up on the behalf of his people, the Lord showed the rest of Israel mercy. And that's what you do every week we go to camp. Every time we do food and clothing drives, food program, the prison department, every time we go out our way, the brother did a mission in Clarksville with the older sister. When we go our way like that, we're pleading to the Most High to forgive us for the fact that we celebrating Christmas and Thanksgiving and New Year's. To forgive not us for not doing it, forgive them for doing it. Because our heart's prayer desire for all Israel that they might be saved. Bring me that. Give me that, Kanak, y'all. That's in Romans. Yeah, I think it's the last verse. Or is it 10? It is 9. It's Romans 9. No, I think it's 10.
Man,
it should be the last verse. It's either Romans 9 or Romans 10. Let me see. No, I gotta find it, Salaki. Oh, my bad. It's Romans 10:1. It's the first verse, Salaki.
I know we're around somewhere.
Yeah. Good.
Romans chapter 10, verse 1. Brethren, my heart's desire, prayer to God for Israel is that they might be saved.
That's our desire and prayer. That's what you telling the Most High when you go out your way and you spend your time that you could be spending at home with your family, could be spending with your girl, you could be spending with your babies, you could be spending it just by yourself doing what you want to do. The Sabbath was made for you. You're supposed to rest. But instead of doing that, you chose to do the work of the Lord. And you blame us in that. Give me that precept. It said the priests are blameless on the Sabbath. I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember exactly how it's worded. But yeah, you blameless in that act, right? Whenever you going out, you're doing the work of the Lord, you making amends for the sins that you've committed against the Most High. But you also making amends for the sins that they commit against them too. Go ahead.
The book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
Or have ye not read in the law how that on the Sabbath days the priests in the temple profane the Sabbath?
We profane the Sabbath. How do we profane the Sabbath? We do it every Saturday. Good.
Like count.
But how is that profaning the Sabbath? You're right, but how is that profaning the Sabbath?
Work.
What kind of work?
For the Lord.
It's what kind of work? So the S.
It's
servile work. Who are we serving? Yeah, we're doing servile work for the Lord. Even for Him, it's still a sin. But read that verse again.
Come on. Or have ye not read in the law How that on the Sabbath days, the priest in the temple profane the Sabbath.
We profane the Sabbath, but keep going.
And are blameless.
And we are what?
Blameless.
We're blameless in profaning the Sabbath. We're not held accountable because what we're doing is for the Lord, to fix his people so that people will worship him. But at the same time, by us doing that, we're pleading with him to not destroy them. Not destroy us either, because all of us deserve death as well. But we're a little safer than they are because we know better and we do better. Those of us that actually do better, because there's some of us that know better and we don't do better. But those of us that are in here that know better and do better, we're a little bit safer than they are. But now we owe responsibility to help them do better. And while we're helping them do better, we're praying at the Most High that he gives them mercy and gives them time to do better. So we just like Moses in that respect. You know what I'm saying? We go out of our way to make sure that our brothers and sisters got a chance. Go ahead.
Just a food for thought type of question. So just take it back to whenever, like back when they had camp, back in their time. How do you think the people were like taking that, what they were saying to them, versus like now that everyone's sleepwalking and it's so far gone. Like back then it was nothing. There was no internet, no anything. So I'm sure it would be easier to believe someone standing up there telling you what's right and wrong versus now. That they've been through so many Christmases, so many lies, so many things have happened.
Yeah, they got jaded. Yeah.
So I think I feel like I think back then it would be easier to fish people in because they most of the people back then were poor anyway. They didn't have anything. But now that everyone has these riches, they feel like like I can pay my own bills. Why do I need to listen to this guy on the corner? But it's just like what we're actually telling you is how the life is being set out and made for us.
I'm gonna show you. You're right, and I'm gonna show you where that is. Go to Nehemiah. What is it? Is it 10? It might be 8. Let me see. Hold on. I think it is Nehemiah 8. Yeah, go to Nehemiah chapter 8, and we're gonna read verse 1, 2, and then 4. Wait for the brother to get there, because this gonna answer. This gonna give you ammo to prove what you're saying is true.
This is Nehemiah chapter 10, verse 1.
No, 8 and 1.
Chapter 8, verse 1. And all the people gathered themselves together as one man unto the street that was before the water gate. And they spake unto Ezra, the scribe, to bring the book of the law of Moses, which the Lord had commanded to Israel.
So now you got all of the children of Israel. Like you said, they're not jaded like we are here. They poor. They regular civilians in the city. They got to work with their hands, but they're out in the street. They're outside generally all day. You know what I'm saying? So them people are outside. These are our brothers and sisters, but they don't have the truth. You know what I'm saying? But Ezra, this is the time when this is when the school was really being established, was by Nehemiah and Ezra, right? And they was on the streets and they wanted to hear what Ezra had to say. Keep going.
Verse 2. And hence the priest brought the law before the congregation.
Meaning he was on his corner teaching the scriptures to the people. Keep going.
Both of men and women, and all that could hear with understanding upon the first day of the 7th month. Verse 3. And he read therein before the street that was before the water gate from the morning until midday. Therefore the men and the women and those that could understand, and the ears of all the people were attentive unto the book of the law. Verse 4. And Ezra the scribe stood upon a pulpit of wood.
Stood upon what?
Upon a pulpit of wood.
Do you know what that is?
Like what we stand on again.
It's the podium. Keep going.
Like which they had made for the purpose, and beside him stood.
Work through it.
Mattathiah. And Shema. Anna. And Uriah. Hilkiah and Messiah on his right hand, and on his left hand Pedaiah and Mishael and Malchiah and Hashum and Hashbadana,
Mm-hmm.
Zechariah, and Meshullam.
This is the school. This is the camp right here. That right there was his camp, not counting Nehemiah himself. That was the camp. Read the next verse. We'll stop it there.
Verse 5. And Ezra opened the book in the sight of all the people, for he was above all the people. And when he opened it, all the people stood up.
So, like you said, the people, what would they be looking and thinking? Because they're not blinded by social media, their phones, internet, live music. I mean, they got live music, I'm sure, but not like downtown Nashville. But it said that they listened. They listened to what he had to say. Read the next verse.
Verse 6. And Ezra blessed the Lord, the great God, and all the people answered, Amen, Amen, with lifting up their hands, and they bowed their heads and worshiped the Lord with their faces to the ground.
You see, now before that, they weren't paying attention. Before, they were just going about their regular days in captivity. Because during the time this is during the time of the Babylonian captivity. You know what I'm saying? They were just trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? But they was going about their day, going about their business. But when Ezra came out there, they saw him. They knew who he was. They knew what he represented. It's like when we come out, we sit up on the corner, and sometimes you'll get niggas. It's like you'll get people that'll stand there and they'll watch us from afar, watch us set up camp, and they'll stand there and just listen to us for a second, and then they'll walk off because it ain't for them. It's not them. It's not for them devils. But it's the same thing as what's happening right there. So, like you said, during that time there wasn't no distractions, so it was easier to fish brothers in. They all heard what Ezra was saying, and it said that they all bowed down. You know what I'm saying? They all made themselves subjective to the Lord. So that was a good point that you brought. I just wanted to show you how to defend that, you know. And brothers, if you don't have that, y'all should have that written down or bookmark it, highlight it somewhere, because you're gonna get into battles. And I've heard that question asked: why y'all standing on that pulpit of wood? Why y'all standing on that podium? And why y'all got two men on the podium and all them men around y'all looking all militant? That's why we do it, because our forefathers did it. That's how we hold camp. We learned it from the men that held camp before us. Let's go to Leviticus 18:3. We're gonna get more into the Lord telling us not to follow after the ways of the heathen. I could just go to Jeremiah 10, but y'all already know that one. We'll go to that one last, I guess. I want to give y'all something a little bit different than just the regular schmegular precepts. Because it's not just in that one verse that the Lord told us not to follow the heathen. It's plenty of them. It's a whole lot of verses that the Lord done told us not to. We don't get to all of them, obviously, but we're going to read a couple of them for sure. Going to Leviticus chapter 18 and verse 3.
Come on, Ron. This is the book of Leviticus chapter 18 and verse 3. After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do.
Now, we already know that America is spiritual Sodom and Egypt, right? It's modeled itself after them with their government structure, everything. But also in that, just like Egypt had holidays, America has holidays. And we're not supposed to do the holidays that they do out here in Egypt. Keep going. Keep going.
Like it. So what was I reading?
You can start over, 18 and 3.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 18 and verse 3. After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do, and after the doings of the land of Canaan, whither I bring you, shall ye not do, neither shall ye walk in their ordinance.
Meaning we ain't supposed to do nothing that the people that we surrounded by do. No matter what land we scattered into, we're not supposed to follow after them. We're supposed to follow the laws that the Lord gave us, the culture that He gave us. That's what we do. My granddaddy asked me earlier, his wife asked me rather, she said, you don't celebrate Christmas, so what you doing today? What you celebrate then? And as soon as I tried to go into the Bible, he said, no, she asked you, what do you celebrate? Not what the Bible say. When I'm telling you that I celebrate what the Bible told me to celebrate. He said, I'm not trying to hear what the Bible says. I want to hear what you celebrate. I said, Granddad, this is how I know. I ain't going to get into all that. I told him, this is how I know you're not really a Christian. You don't really believe the thing that you say you believe in. Because when I try to refer to your source material, you don't let me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not about what we do. It's not about what the scriptures tell us to do for the people in the world. It's about what they can get away with doing. They want somebody to tell them sweet things, to tell them that I'm okay to eat this pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. I'm okay to celebrate this holiday, even if I don't call it Christmas. If I call it Xmas, I'm still okay to do that. I can call it Kwanzaa. I can call it Rafiki. It don't matter. I can call it whatever I want to. I'm still okay to do it, right? No, you're not okay to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's the spirit of what it is, what it represents, and the fact that you celebrate it in general is the problem. And drop that. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 12 and verse 30. It's like it. All the precepts I'm giving y'all is basically Jeremiah 10 and 2 and a whole lot more words. We got to broaden our repertoire, our arsenal of precepts on different topics. And this is one way to do it. It's another purpose of scripture breakdown. So I'm teaching y'all precepts. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 12 and verse 30.
Mm-hmm.
Take heed to thyself that thou be not snared by the following them.
Don't be snared by following after them. Who is the them? The heathen that celebrate all the different cultural religions and that they do. Don't be snared by following them. Keep going.
After that, they be destroyed from before thee, and that thou inquire not after their gods.
Don't inquire after their gods, meaning don't look up to their gods, wondering what their gods' power look like. What can their gods do for me? Don't look into that. The answer is nothing. Their gods are nothing. They're meaningless. Their God right now is white supremacy. The white man is the god of the whole earth right now, next to Satan. You know what I'm saying? The white man has all the power. He determines everything that everybody does. They think you think the Arabs and all their oil money got real power? No. There's people who's richer and more wealthy than them that own everything. They own the tools that's used to harvest that oil. They own the oil, but the white man owns the tools used to harvest the oil. So who owns the oil? The white man really owns the oil. Without the white man, they can't get the oil. You get what I'm saying? So don't fall for the idol that they worship. Keep going.
Come on. Saying, how did these nations serve their gods? Even so will I do likewise.
You see, we're not supposed to serve our God the way they serve their God. We damn sure ain't supposed to serve their God. Keep going.
Come on, verse 31. Thou shalt not do so unto the Lord thy God, for every abomination to the Lord which he have they done unto their gods, for even their sons and their daughters they have burnt in the fire to their gods.
They did it for who?
For their sons and their daughters.
For their sons and their daughters. That's why we celebrate Christmas. We do it for the kids, right? It ain't about me. It ain't about what I want. I don't get Christmas gifts. It's about the kids. I ain't gonna say damn them kids, but nigga, when it comes to Most High, F them kids. It's like, go ahead.
My brother in my slavery, you know I was just like, but he tried to do what he can, but he still move according to the word. You know what I'm talking about? So he was like,
you know, well, real quick, if I could, you know what he's called? What would the Bible call somebody like him?
Gentile?
No. Yes, but no.
Lukewarm?
There you go. Go ahead, Slocky.
So he was like, y'all don't give nobody gifts or nothing. Y'all don't give gifts. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, why would we give gifts? We don't celebrate Christmas. He was like, man, me and my wife just had an argument this morning, lightweight argument, because he was like, he don't really want to celebrate Christmas, So he kind of tired of doing it, and she wasn't going for it. He was like, man, I gotta give my kids something. You know what I'm saying? I can't look like a bad father. I gotta do this and that and third for my children. You know
Boss won't give me children or they are precious.
That's what he like. So I was like, well, whenever you want to really serve the Most High, you're gonna have to say no to them kids. I said my pops, we didn't understand why he stopped. You know what I'm saying? My pops been stopped a long time ago. And he just said he wants to celebrate holidays, turn around, we stopped celebrating. This is before we even got to the truth. But we ended up coming into the truth of understanding. Wow, he did.
There's a precept on that too. It talks about how the Gentiles do that which pertains to the law unto themselves. That they are a law unto themselves, meaning that they govern their lives according to the law with unconsciously. We do it just naturally. There's a thing in us I like to think it's the spirit. This is just me speaking as a man. I like to think that it's the spirit of the Lord that's just in us that compels us to serve Him, and because of that, you got people like the brothers describing where it's no more gifts, no more. For me, it was I never grew up to begin with, you know what I'm saying? So like the regular stuff that pork, I didn't care. But like pork chops, no parts of the pig was I eating, just like off the pig was I eating. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you said which one?
Children of the oppressors. Go ahead.
So what would basically be a Gentile in today's world?
It sounds like that.
What would be a Gentile in today's world? Them downstairs in that bike club. Well, it depends on the context though, because the word Gentile just means nations, right? So technically, all people in the earth, period, including us in here, are Gentiles. But what the way that you're asking the question is talking of our people, is talking about them. So in the New Testament, where it reads about Gentiles, unless when it's talk about the heathen specifically, when it talk about Gentiles being grafted in and all that, and the other branch, wild branch, being joined to the natural tree, and what was it? The sheep that are not of my flock. You know what I'm saying? That's them. How you know it's them? Because they're still sheep, just like we're sheep. We're the tree, and they're the wild branch being grafted back into what? Back into the original tree was a part of. So that's them and us. You know what I'm saying? You got that? Go ahead.
The book of Isaiah chapter 3 verse 12. That's for my people. Children are their oppressors.
See, our children are our oppressors. Is that it?
And women rule over them.
And our women rule over us. As men, we don't make choices no more. Our decision making is limited to, is my family gonna be okay with this? It can't be limited to that. She might not like it. The babies might not like it. It's not fun. They got two options. They're gonna either get along and come around, or they're not. You can't falter though. You have to be a soldier. You know what I'm saying? Christ didn't come here to spread hearts and love and kisses. Christ came to bring a sword, to bring division. That division is a glorious division because it's dividing you from the world. And the world, it might still have a hold on your family. You got to let them just be, and then eventually the Lord might pull them in. But it starts with you leading the example. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back to, do we finish that in Deuteronomy?
Come.
All right, let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 18 and verse 9. And all this, again, is just speaking to Christmas, right? And not just Christmas, but all holidays and the ways that we sacrifice for our children instead of the Most High. Sacrifice for our women instead of the Most High, and sacrifice for ourselves instead of the Most High. We don't like to hurt. Captain Kataza said it. He said, we all love Christ until it hurts. You know? Sometimes the hurt ain't physical pain. Sometimes it ain't you suffering financially. Sometimes it hurts because you ain't getting the love that you could be getting from your loved ones because you told them no. You know? Go ahead, read that when you got it.
Carl, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, verse 9. When thou art come into the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations.
We are not to learn to do after the abominations of them nations. The Lord will put us in a spot, in a land, and we're not supposed to follow after the culture of these people that's surrounding us. Keep going.
Come, verse 10. There shall not be found among you any one that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire.
When we give them Christmas, birthdays, Thanksgiving, all them different things that our oppressor taught us to do, we're putting them through the fire of Molech. We're giving them over to Molech to have our children. Keep going.
Come. Or that use of divination, or observer of time, or an enchanter, or a witch.
Now, what is an observer of times? What is that talking about? That's talking about astrology. That's talking about your zodiac sign, and it's talking about worshiping the moon and the universe and believing in all these other idols that the Lord didn't plan for us to have. The Lord gave them idols. He gave them the stars to look at for worship in whatever, you know what I'm saying? But he gave us him. For us, that's just a way to keep time, track of records. Go ahead.
One is the fortune cookie people.
What you mean?
Like, you know, people put your fortune in. You know the fortune cookie, like people try to tell the future. Which one is that?
Out of them?
Yeah.
Divination.
Oh.
It's people that believe that they can read the future.
Yeah. Okay.
And of course, you got the witch, which is the drug dealers, the pharmacists, all those people. The enchanters is The enchanter is a little bit more obscure. It's like a word wizard. You know, people who can use, it's like a scammer. They can use words to convince you instead of drugs or financial means to convince you to do things. You know what I'm saying?
Like Dr. Umar.
Yeah, exactly. He's a word wizard. Well, he's a good example of it because he uses his influence in the black community more so than just words specifically. He uses his whole influence as a black leader in the black community to convince people to give him money. It's enchanting. That's all it is scamming. Niggas is scam artists. That's all of them. Yeah, keep going.
Verse 11, or a charmer, or a consultant with familiar spirits, a wizard, or a
necromancer. Now that's the one that tells you that they can bring your loved ones back as long as you give me a couple of dollars. Don't fall for this because people out here exist. There was a sister back in the 90s. I forget her name. Do you know her name? The Jamaican sister. I forget, man. But she used to do that. She was on TV. You call in and she'll reach your fortune for a full fee. She'll tell you about your loved ones. She was popular, man. Look her up. I forget. It's an easy to remember name if you're gonna click. I forget her name, but that's all she did. You call her and she asked real vague questions that anybody would say yes to. Oh my God, yeah, you're right. Oh, baby.
Marie Costello?
Nah, that's not what I'm thinking of.
Sylvia Brown?
No. That may be her real name. I don't know her. She had a stage name, but I can't think of what her stage name is.
Cleo?
Miss Cleo. That's her name, Miss Cleo. Yeah, she was on that, man. She was on the TV, and you call her, and she would give you divination, bro. She would tell you about your loved one suffering in hell. Or she would tell you whatever you want to know, just give her $10. You know what I'm saying? You donate to her, she gonna ask you a bunch of vague ass questions that literally anybody would say yes to or no to, and she gonna lead you down this rabbit hole and convince you that you should give her more money. It's just scamming. The Lord said, don't put our faith in them. Don't learn to do them things. Keep reading.
Verse 12. For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord. And because of the abominations, the Lord thy God doth drive them out from before thee.
The Lord drove us away from him. Now instead of having his protection, now we die on Christmas because of suicide rates or car accidents that really we could have been avoided. You know what I'm saying? He allows us to have what we ask him for. That's what you asking him, that you tell him that you won't. If you don't want to serve the Lord, you're telling him that you rather die in a car or you rather die at the hand of your own self. You know what I'm saying? Drug overdose, alcohol poisoning, alive you unintentionally. That's what you're choosing when you don't choose to serve the Lord. He's not a God of compromise. He don't give us choices. We don't have free will. He gives us ultimatums. You either serve me or you're going to die. It's not a choice. Go ahead.
Verse 13. Thou shalt be perfect with the Lord thy God. Verse 14. For these nations which thou shalt possess, hearken unto observers of time, into diviners. But as for thee, the Lord thy God hath not suffered these so to do.
The Lord suffered them to do it because he gave them he allowed them to follow the moon, the stars, and to track their future and Nostradamus and all that crap. He allowed that to happen because it's not for them to serve him until we teach them how to do it. We have to learn how to do it first, though, and then we have to actually do it before we can be a leader to the rest of the heathen. Drop that. Let's go to 2 Kings chapter 17 and verse 12. We're doing a lot of reading today, y'all, so like it, but it's necessary. Like I said, I'm trying to build y'all up to where it ain't just Jeremiah 10. Jeremiah 10 is great. It's cut straight to the point, yes. But there's a whole bunch of different ways that you can battle that beast.
Can you repeat the
2 Kings chapter 17 and verse 12.
This is 2 Kings chapter 17 and verse 12. For they served idols, whereof the Lord hath said unto them, Ye shall not do this thing. Verse 13.
For context, this is the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom after they split. The northern kingdom was cast out of Jerusalem and they went off into Israel and started doing their own thing. But the southern kingdom was supposed to follow the Most High. We didn't. We started doing the same thing. We went to idol worship. Keep going.
13. Yet the Lord testified against Israel and against Judah.
So now he testified against both Israel and Judah, meaning the northern and the southern kingdom. Keep going.
Okay. By all the prophets and by all the seers, saying, turn ye from your evil ways and keep my commandments and my statutes according to all the law which I command your fathers and which I sent to you by my servants, the prophets.
The Lord told us to turn away from our wicked ways and serve him. Keep going.
Verse 14. Notwithstanding, they would not hear, but hardened their necks like the neck of their fathers, and did not believe in the Lord their God.
Just like our people today. Instead of serving the Most High and celebrating the feast of Hanukkah, they rather celebrate Christmas and give that glory that they owe to the Most High to a fat white man in a suit. Keep going.
Verse 15. And they rejected his statutes and his covenants, and he made with their fathers, and his testimonies which he testified against them. And they followed vanity and became vain, and went after the heathens that were round about them, concerning whom the Lord had charged them.
So we went after the heathen, trying to follow after them, do what they was doing, right? To prosper how they was prospering. We became real vain and obsessed with vanity. Things that the Lord never intended for us to feel or to think. Israel was blessed in such a way that vanity wasn't supposed to exist. The only level of vanity, the only way vanity could exist in Israel is if you was coming from another nation surrounded by heathens, you weren't surrounded by us, by your people, and you was poor. Then the vanity would kick in and the envy would kick in because you go back home to Israel and you're a stranger amongst your brothers and you poor. So now you got to take that fruit that's on the corners of the vineyard, the stuff that fall on the ground. You know what I'm saying? You got to ask for the handout, but the brother's going to help you get up on your feet. So ultimately in our culture, no one's ever meant to feel vanity towards one another, or not to feel vanity or envy towards one another. We're not meant to. It's not supposed to be in us. And that's why whenever it happens, it erupts into extreme violence. Somebody always got to die. Shooting dice is the greatest example I can think of that. I'm winning more than you. And even though we both agree that we're going to play this, and if you was winning more than me, you wouldn't have nothing to say. But because I'm winning more than you, now that envy done kicked in, now you got to shoot me. I'm $20 up, you're going to unalive me. We're not meant to feel that. Keep going.
Concerning whom the Lord had charged them, that they should not do like them. Verse 16. And they left all the commandments of the Lord their God, and made them molten images, even 2 calves, that made a grove, and worshiped all the hosts of heaven, and served Baal.
You see? Baal is a heathen god. Another heathen god is supposed to be the god of weather. So the farmers and the agricultural people in all the heathen nations, they all worship Baal, because if they believe that they worship Baal, then they would have good rain seasons and the crops would grow, right? We weren't supposed to follow that. But as you see again, this is more history on us creating a God that we can see instead of serving the one God that's actually real. We created a God and then called it God, even though it had no power. Keep going. Go to verse, we can stop there. Let's go to Deuteronomy 30. We're going to wrap it up right here. Start at verse 4. That's the whole point, though, man. It's to separate ourselves from this place spiritually. And that means not celebrating the holidays, even though our family might hate us for it. Even though we don't get the love and the adoration that we're supposed to get from our people. All year we get it. You could be the best. You could be courting a sister right now, and she could think the whole world of you. But the moment you say you're not celebrating Christmas because you serve God, now she got a problem. And you can't be weak. Go ahead. Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 4.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 4. And if any of thine be driven out unto the outmost parts of heaven, from thence will the Lord thy God gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee.
The Lord said if we follow him and serve him, he gonna find us no matter where we at, and he gonna pull us out of there. Keep going. Verse 7. Go to verse 7, Slakia.
And the Lord thy God put all these curses upon thine enemies.
You see how we suffer from oppression? We suffer from unaliving and heart attacks and diseases and everything that we suffer from, the violence in the black community against one another. You see how we suffering all these things? The Lord said that when we serve him, he gonna put all them curses on the heathen. So all of Deuteronomy chapter 28, Shalom Lord Christ. All of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 16 to 68 is gonna all go on the heathen, except for the crazy extreme stuff like the sodomy and stuff. But all the rest of it is gonna go on the heathen when we serve the Most High. Keep reading.
Verse 7. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. Verse 8. And thou shalt return.
Drop to verse 10.
Verse 10. If thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which are written in his books of the law, that if thou turn unto the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul. Verse 11. For his commandments which I command thee this day, is it not hidden from thee, neither is it far off.
The commandments aren't hidden from us, and they're not far away. It ain't hard to get the truth, and it ain't hard to follow it. It's what this verse is saying. It ain't nothing too complicated about this. Give up your desires, your lusty desires, your earthly desires, your carnal desires. F them kids' wishes and they wants and they wills. That woman, everybody, your brother, your sister, your mother, your son, daughter, uncles, aunties, grandparents, everybody. Don't none of them matter. The only thing that matters is that we serve the Most High, how he told us to serve him, and be brothers to each other and sisters to each other, how he told us to be sisters and brothers to each other. Keep reading.
Come on, verse 12. It is not in heaven that thou shalt say, who shall go up for us to heaven and bring it unto us, that we may hear it and do it.
The law and everything that you're supposed to do to serve the Most High God properly is right here in front of us. It ain't no mystical, magical thing. It ain't in heaven. It ain't the mysteries of the universe. You know what I'm saying? They said the dragon warrior survived from the dew of a single blade of grass. It ain't none of that. All right? You ain't got to go through all that Chinese mysticism to get the truth. It's right here in front of you. It ain't nowhere special. Keep going.
Verse 13. Neither is the beyond the sea, that thou shouldest say, who shall go over the sea for us and bring it unto us, that we may hear it and do it. Verse
Keep going.
14. But the word is very, very nigh unto thee, in thy mouth and in thy heart, that thou mayest do it.
Mayest hear it and do it. That we may hear it and do it. You know what I'm saying? So not only do you come to class just to hear the truth, you got to live that life. You got to do the thing that the Lord told you to do, that you signed up for. You know what I'm saying? And that means removing Christmas from the catalog, from the record. You know what I'm saying? All the holidays. Keep going.
Verse 15. See, I have set before thee this day life and good, and death and evil.
The Lord said, see that he said before us life and good and death and evil. So now we got a choice, right? Are we going to choose the spirit of the Lord? Or are we going to choose the holiday spirit? One is life and good, and one is death and evil. We got any questions? Everybody to what? What questions online? All right. With that, I pass the class over. Who got the announcements? Do you have the announcements?
Send it to you, right?
Yeah, I passed the class over to Trooper Amiwa. If you could, make sure you turn the camera this way so you can see over there.
These are the ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will give permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is the commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, and Malachi 3, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew, Mashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like, upcoming holy convocations. Announced.
It'll be the Feast of Purim, just to be announced.
To be announced. It'll be to be announced. Remain Akim and Aqua to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headbands, and scarves. With that, we're gonna give a courtesy salute to the brothers.
Men of Israel, Maju.
Men of Israel, Maju. Maju Shabbat. Maju. Rock.
Yahweh Shabbat Shabbat. Yadim Matah.
Yadim Matah. It's now courtesy to the sisters.
No such thing. Okay. Class dismissed.
Class dismissed.
Yeah.